I'm Mario Munoz reporting for the Rio Grande Guardian International News Service. According to the president of Texas Southmost College, Dr. Jesús Roberto Rodríguez, Texas Southmost College is running counter to established trends.
We're running counter trend to the nation, to the state. And even during COVID, during the peak of COVID, Texas Southmost College was one of a handful of institutions of higher education that experienced a growth. Only 9% in the nation of institutions of higher education experienced an enrollment growth, and your Texas Southmost College was one of them.
On April 13th, Dr. Rodriguez, president of Texas Southmost College, was the keynote speaker during a Business Over Breakfast event at the Harlingen Chamber of Commerce. Here's some highlights at that Harlingen Chamber event.
This is a wonderful community, and I'm still so happy to be invited to share Texas Southmost College with you, to reintroduce to you Texas Southmost College. So whatever preconceived notions you've had, I hope they're out the window. When we talk about low credit, it's free. It's not costing the families or the students zilch. And guess what? And that is great for the ISD. So again, I want to thank the Harlingen Consolidated Independent School District Board of Trustees and our superintendent, Dr. Mayola, once again. Thank you so much for entrusting your students to Texas Southmost College and their education and their future. We take that serious. And when you look at it, you can start community college, and from there go anywhere. You can get a technical degree, you can get an associate's degree, you can get an associate's degree that puts you in a workforce, or an associate's degree that transfers to a university. That's what we do. We're a comprehensive community college. We do summer programs for the students. We got dual credits, we got certificates, we got customized corporate training. You can go to TSC and get some training there, or we can take the show on the road and bring it to your company, to your school, to your business, and provide business there. That is what we do at Texas Southmost College. I keep saying we're doing God's work. It's not because my person is really. We're doing God's work. And I'm going to show you some numbers because you're business people, right? Enrollment headcount, fall to fall, right? I put fall 2016. That was before my arrival. So that's my base. I start fall 17 moving forward, right? Like any timeline. Before Christ, before Jesus, and after Jesus, right? So this is it. Boom. I get it. I was killing them in Kansas with those jokes, yeah. But please come here. So that's our growth, a 51%. Think about TSC as a stock. Would you invest in a stock called Texas Southmost College? Let's put that departure right there. 51% return on investment. Keep going. Now, how do we get money from the state appropriations? They call success points. They give you, how successful are you? The average number of semester credit hours to complete an associate's degree by state statute is 60 semester credit hours. 60. Before my arrival, it was taking 97 hours. Now we're back to 69, and that was in 21. I'm back to about 67 right now. But in the state of Texas, the Texas average is 82. We're well below the state average. Would you invest in Texas Southmost College? Years to earn an associate's degree technically should be 2 years, 30 and 30 hours, 51 semester, 15, 50, and 50. For our community college population are non-traditional, so they're part-timers. They take double or triple the amount of time because they're not full-timers. But still, we're at 3.7. Brought it down from 4.9, 3.7. The state average is 3.9. We're still below the state average. Next slide. Counting the enrollment, this is where the business model comes into play. We get, community college gets state appropriations every 2 years, which is a very difficult way of getting your funding because you get the same amount of money for 2 years, regardless of your expenses. It's a tough business model that we do. But we did a great job with the leadership of the Board of Trustees, working collaboratively with them, and we've been growing 48%, 31%. The state's been funding us more and more. We're running counter trend to the nation and to the state because of the growth in the way we're running business. We should invest in Texas Southmost College. Next one. Success points. How do we get all this? Success points. Meaning, there's multiple ways. Do they finish 15 semester credit hours, first semester? Do they pass their math class, their reading class? There's a lot of success points. Are we doing our work? Or are we just cheerleaders? No, we're not cheerleading. We'll support you. But I tell students, like old grandpa used to tell me, no one's gonna take the shower for you. You have to put in your part. We have wraparound service to make them successful. But you need to do your work, you gotta read, lift the homework, and come to class. 44% overall. I'll give you a breakdown of success points, what they mean. Next slide, please. Students who complete 15 semester credit hours, 44% increase. 30 semester credit hours, 42%. Let me stop right there. By state statute, you can transfer the first 42 semester credit hours anywhere into a university in the Greater Republic of Texas. Hold that right there. We all take the basics here. Why? Because that English, that history, that math, that speech will transfer. The University of UTRGV, the University of Houston, the University of Austin, Baylor, everyone. If you're in the state of Texas at a university, you will set all 42 semester credit hours. By law, right? Hold that thought. Next slide. Students who transfer to a 4-year university, up 34%. Students who pass, that's FCL, first college level math. Oh, I can't math. Whatever, right? My wife's a chemical engineer, trust me. It's not a gender issue. It's not. Échale ganas. You have to do your work. Go to tutoring. Right? And you will pass. So we've got a lot of wraparound services. Boom. You can succeed. 36% rate increase. Reading class, 38%. Are we doing our work? I believe so. I'm showing the hard metric for the work we're doing. 3-year graduation rate. The state of Texas is graduating 15%, they're up 25%. Before my arrival, we're at almost 5%. Now we're at 30%. 25% increase, still surpassing the state average. Look at our growth. Look at the work we've been doing the past 6 years with the leadership vision of a board that's committed in providing the resources for the betterment of our community and our students and our families. I mean, that's the cover story right there. If you look at stocks, and you look at Texas Southmost College in the past 6 years, our enrollment growth has been 48% overall, compared to similar colleges along the border from El Paso to Brownsville to Corpus. Same demographics, same everything. Del Mar, -11. El Paso, -16. South Texas, our neighbors, -14. Southwest Texas, that's in Uvalde, past the Rio area, 13. The state of Texas enrollment, still -10. We're running counter trend to the nation, to the state. And even during COVID, during the peak of COVID, Texas Southmost College was one of a handful of institutions of higher education that experienced a growth. Only 9% in the nation of institutions of higher education experienced an enrollment growth, and your Texas Southmost College was one of them. We're doing the right things. Would you invest in Texas Southmost College? I would. I got my livelihood on it. I got my career on it. That is what we're doing. We are running counter trend. And during COVID, we were the only institution of higher education in the entire Rio Grande Valley that did not lay off or furlough anyone. Texas Southmost College did not lay off or furlough anyone. My other colleagues did. We did it. Why? Because we value our human capital. Part of our mission is invest in us, invest in each other, and we're committed to that. Remember the 42 semester credit hours? Comparison. Your business individuals, accreditation, accredited, right? I've heard, well, you get what you pay for. Texas Southmost College is affordable. You get what you pay for. Yes, you do. You get a quality education. I sit in committee with SAC-COC that reviews accreditations for 11 states. My VP sits in committees that review accreditation in 11 states. So we are in the cutting edge of what higher education needs, requires, and the quality of education needed by an institution of higher education. So we got the accreditation, and we can prove to you that we're providing a quality education. Now, if I compare to my peers here at Texas State Technical College, they have a 4-way of funding, tier 1, 2, and 3. Different programs, different models. 3,600, 3,200, 2,700, 3,200. Because Harlingen is outside of our district, you're considered out of district. You don't pay taxes to Texas Southmost College, so I have to charge you a little bit more. If you take 12 semester credit hours at Texas Southmost College, you're paying $1,800. What's your savings? Look at that. You're saving $1,800, $1,300, $900, and $454. Is that a return on your investment? Are we providing a value proposition for your community in Harlingen to take these courses? I tell the students, it's about accumulating wealth and not debt. Why take out a loan when your money can go further at Texas Southmost College? And those courses that you take with us will transfer anywhere. They can transfer UTRGV, transfer, so why pay more? Our students get that quality education. Our faculty have the same credentials as a university of what we're teaching. We got the same credentials. You saw the investment. The board has invested close to $26 million in upgrading our infrastructure in classrooms and workforce labs. This is what you're doing. That's the comparison. So we're working with the ISDs, and again, Dr. Nola, muchísimas gracias. We're trying to find a place in Harlingen so we can set up shop. Right now, with the leadership of the board of trustees and superintendent, we're trying to use their high schools after school and try to provide classes in the evenings, maybe in the weekends. That's something I've been bringing in from Conroe, Texas, Houston, Kansas, because those high schools are pretty empty in the evening. So we're trying to leverage resources, work collaboratively, introduce that. So that's kind of where we're at, and that's the message you're going to start hearing from Texas Southmost College here in Harlingen. Now, if you compare yourself, Texas Southmost College with UTRGV, that's the price differential. If you go to your UTRGV and you tell your kids, hey, go take the English, history, or your basics, you're going to pay $1,500 if you live in our district. You're going to pay $1,800 if you live outside our taxing district. But UTRGV has $4,700 in state and $4,700, or the same amount. Look at the amount you're saving. $3,100, $2,800. So I'm educating the community and the parents. If you got the money, go for it. And you want to go to Harvard, go for it. More power to you. But let's realize the community that we serve. What is the socioeconomic of our community? What is their purchasing power? I come from modest beginnings, but you know what? They taught me how to save money. How to save money. Play it smart. I'm not a marketing victim. Yes, I graduated from UP and all that. Yeah, whatever. But they gave me a scholarship, and I was able to room with some friends and reduce my costs. I went to San Houston, to my family. Wherever I went is because of the cost savings. I invested in myself. I got an education, and I will do something with that education that I got, regardless of the institution. I didn't go to the institution to get smart. I went to the institution because I am smart. That's what I tell the kids. You're not going to TSC to get smart. You're going to TSC because you're smart. Not to get smart. We're teaching them good life skills lessons to move forward. And that's what we're doing. Next slide real quick. Now press the time. Next slide. That's one class. Look at the history of Texas Southmost College. I get a little too passionate. 93% of all career technical education degrees are at a community college. Not technical college, community colleges. 92% of dual credit students are in state Texas are here. 70% of our students who graduate with a bachelor's have some sort of college degree. They're finding and understanding how to play the game, how to save some money. For the last 2 years I've been involved. I got appointed by the governor, got appointed by the coordinating board commissioner, Dr. Heller, to serve in the Community Technical Formula Funding Committee, how we get funded. And we've been at it for a while. So we restructured the whole funding formula for community colleges. It got adopted by the finance committee that the governor appointed. And then I got called back and said, I need for you to serve in the subcommittee, the finance committee, that's going to make the recommendations to the state on college operation needs and opportunity subcommittee for small to medium colleges. That's 10,000 students or less. Because you're running the shop very well and we need to replicate that statewide. So we gave them some good feedback and they adopted all our recommendations. Went to the board of legislation. So all CEOs within the community colleges and the trustees of Texas got together behind the recommendations that just got approved on House Bill 8. And this is it. We're asking for $650 million more. And that's hopefully come on an annual basis, not on a biannual basis. So we're moving in the right direction.
You've been listening to highlights of a recent Harlingen Chamber Business Over Breakfast event featuring the president of Texas Southmost College, Dr. Jesús Roberto Rodríguez, as keynote speaker. I'm Mario Munoz, reporting for the Rio Grande Guardian International News Service.